Good evening, everyone. We're live in the Pits of Motor Chaos. This is Dave, and I've got on the line Troy Martin, the Chi-Town hustler, methane funny car driver. Hey, Troy, how you doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Second interview now with you?
Yeah. Good time.
So, Troy, what are you up to right now? Getting the car ready for this year?
Yeah, actually out in the shop here tonight. We put a new chassis together last year with a new motor combination. We did a lot of testing. Things went really well. Car worked good. Threw some big flames and went faster. So we're looking forward to this year getting it out and making a few shows again this year.
That's cool. So what was the fastest run time you had last year?
560, 62, I think, last year at Juliet's when we were doing some testing. So, and we were pretty safe there. So we're shooting for 540s, 550s, 265. That's kind of where we'd like to get the car running. So we're pretty close.
Now, do you have a nitro fuel altered car too?
Yeah, actually, we just put a brand new one together this. That's what we're out here working on right now. 40 Ford fuel altered. It's called Martin's Moonshiner. Really kind of a cool, different body, nice body, and cool paint job. And we're setting that up to run with Tom Motry with the Dragster Plastics. So we're do some match races with him. So
that's cool. Yeah, Tom's coming out here to Great Lakes this year in Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, we're going to be. We'll be in Canada Labor Day weekend. We're going to be. We will be there at Joliet for the national event with the Chi-Town. They're doing a nice little tribute to Pat Menick, who passed away earlier this year. The original owner driver. So
right.
We'll be over there with the Chi-Town for a nice tribute area over there.
So in case anyone wasn't listening last time, when did you first start driving the nitro funny car?
My first nitro funny car was about 2001. We did a Corvette nitro funny car, and then we ended up getting we restored the original 73 Chi-Town Hustler in about 2004, 2005, and been running it pretty much ever since, and playing with some fuel alters too, so between the two.
So how many different versions of the Chi-Town Hustler have you drove now?
We had the 73 Charger, the 77 Mustang 2, the 79 Omni. So those three. Right
now, still the black and red version.
Kind of a maroon and black. Yep.
Before that,
we still get. Yeah, that's the one we still run right now. We still got the Charger body. It's hanging in the barn, and then we drive the Omni body. So.
Now, one thing I've noticed, I watched some of your videos on YouTube. I think you need to get a better, longer burnout like the old Chi-Town Hustler used to back in the day, man.
Yeah, we do. We do that at a lot of the shows. We do some of the testing. We don't always do that in the testing. Just when we're trying to get things set up a little bit. It's a little tougher today. Today's tracks and tires and everything are so much better that the burnouts aren't in the tire compound. They don't quite do the smoke that they used to. But you can lean on them and get a good smoky burnout. But you got to really lean on them to do that. So.
Yeah, you watch the old ones. You see the old long burnouts back in the day.
Yeah, and that's one of our goals here this year. When we're doing a lot of testing, we didn't do a whole bunch, but when we get to do the shows and everything where there's a lot of people around, we kind of focus on trying to do big burnouts again. So that's what kind of made part of it is for the famous part of the car. So
yeah. So what's your whole schedule look like for this year?
We got several events. We're going to be up in Martin, Michigan in May here in a couple weeks. We'll be up there for the Night of Thunder. We'll also be there for the Funny Car Nationals in November. We're going to be at Milan, Michigan for a Detroit Hot Rod reunion, kind of a reunion up there. Then we go to Cayuga, which is Toronto, Canada, for the 4th of July. We're going to be at the World Series at Cordova this year, and we'll be at the We'll be at the Route 66 National event on display. And then we'll be up in Canada, Grand Bend, Canada again for Labor Day. That's most of what we got scheduled right now, but every once in a while we add one, so.
Yeah, it's good to see the World Series back at Cordova again this year.
Yeah, we're really excited to get back there again. It's always been a great event to attend, and great crowd, great people. So yeah, we were excited to be part of it again to bring it back. So looking forward to that.
Now you said at the Route 56 you're just going to be on display over there. Can you hear me, Troy? Hello? I think I lost him. Hello? Let me call him back, folks. Hold on. Yeah, I lost you.
Yep.
So you said Route 66 in Joliet, you're just going to be on display over there?
Well, as of right now, when they called us to set it up, they said, yeah, we're going to be on display there for Pat. They're having several of his cars over there. But they are trying to get it approved for us to make a couple exhibition passes. So hopefully we get that approved. So
but if
depends on time, I guess. So.
But if you don't, you at least do a warm-up, right?
Yeah, at least we'll get it up there fired up and everything. So, and it's quite a bit louder this year, so that's kind of cool.
So do you ever run at any nostalgic funny car events?
We do. We don't do too many. We don't race too much anymore. Just strictly kind of back to the roots of just doing and stuff like that. The Midwest doesn't do quite as much racing as what they do out on the West Coast, so it's kind of hard to build a car for that unless you want to travel a bunch. So.
Right. So, what is your favorite track to run on?
Actually, man, we're in such a great area. I love running over at Joliet. I love running at Indianapolis, Martin, Michigan. I kind of consider that almost my home track. And then Norwalk's close, so there's a bunch of great tracks. We're in a great location to get out and run around, make some passes, and have some fun. So.
Now I don't remember if we asked you in the first interview before or not, but have you ever ran at Great Lakes Dragway?
Oh yeah. We used to run there. We ran back there several years ago. We ran there quite a bit. We haven't been there lately, but we did talk to them again this year. So hopefully, I don't know if we'll be up there this year or not, but hopefully we'll probably get in there and maybe do some running next year. So working on that again because we've always enjoyed running up there.
So how many crew members you bring out with you when you go to events?
We have about 5 guys that run with us all the time, and then a couple every now and then. There's 3 guys from Chicago, 1 guy from Cleveland, and 2 of us here in Warsaw, Indiana. So.
And you have sponsors for the car?
We get help from Rizlone and Barsley, and Don Gerardo helps us, and BME rods and pistons, and Chi-Town Brown products. So, got several guys that kind of help us out with some products and that, and that's always that's a huge help. These cars are expensive to run and take a lot of time and a lot of money, so we use all the help we can get. So.
Do you ever bring the car out to car shows?
We do a couple a year, not too many. The racing schedule keeps us pretty busy. We all have families and full-time jobs and full-time families, so it's hard for us to get out and do a bunch of showing, but we try to do a couple shows a year, some charity events and stuff like that.
Now, does your family get involved with the drag racing?
A little bit. My youngest boy is starting to go with me a little bit. My oldest boy has autism, and the crowds and the noise kind of bother him a little too much to be around the track. But my youngest one, he's starting to get involved a little bit, and my wife used to go until my oldest son, so she has to kind of watch him a little bit. So we try to get him there to the track as often as we can.
Yeah. So do you have any hobbies outside of drag racing?
Man, this pretty much takes up your time. Between work and family, we try to keep the boys active and stuff. We live close to the lakes here, so we could try to get out on the lakes a little bit and do a little swimming, a little skiing, and then work and racing. So that keeps us pretty busy.
No fishing?
I don't fish too much, not yet. Maybe when I quit racing, I might do some fishing.
Yeah, I love fishing. So if you had a choice for a career alternative besides driving a funny car, what would it be?
Boy, don't know. I enjoy pretty much anything that's got a motor on it and different. So I love everything like road racing. Me and my boy started going to some monster truck shows. Roundy around racing. Pretty much anything that's got a motor, I'm kind of interested. So I like to go watch different, and I like things that are different. So things that you don't see very often. So I kind of like that stuff.
Yeah. So what you like a typical race weekend? Do you have any special eating habits, or you just eat regular?
No, we're pretty down to earth. A lot of times we're pretty busy at the track, so it's pretty much hamburgers and hot dogs and chips, and then adult beverages when we're all done at the end of the night. So nothing real special. We just kind of enjoy the normal stuff.
I mean, you still stuff yourself up before we race?
Do we still what?
I mean, you still eat a lot of food before race. You don't eat lightly or anything like that?
No, eat lightly. Yeah, usually it's pretty tight in the cars and that. And then when it's hot out and it's tight in there with all the safety equipment and suits and everything like that. So usually we're trying to not eat too much before we go racing and everything, just because it's pretty hot and tight fitting in there. So don't eat too much before. Just usually after we get done.
Mm. So where do you get your fire suit from? Simpson?
Yeah, my fire suit's a Simpson, yes.
Now this is like a sort of like a fun question, like a fantasy question. Well, if you had a chance to race one of the big drivers that's out there now, top funny car, who would you want to race?
I don't know, man. I think if I had my choice, I'd probably be Pro Mods. I mean, I like the Pro Mods. I like the variety of the nitros and the blowers and the turbos. I like that variety and the styles of the cars. And then I think that'd be a cool class. And then I'm always into the gasser stuff. I like the nostalgia gasser cars. I think that's probably when I get done running nitro, I'll probably just go build me a nice gasser.
So if you had a chance to run against, say, like someone like John Force or something like that, or any of those kind of drivers, who would be your pick to race against?
Probably Chris Karamazini. If I had a chance to race anybody, the Greek. I think it'd be cool to run the Greek, or either him or Don Garlitz. I know, those two are pretty major legends. So I like Force. I like all those guys, but I kind of like the guys that are maybe a little older, that actually were back a little further back in the day. So I kind of respect them quite a bit for the things that they did back in the day. So
how about Don the Snake Prudhomme? How about Don the Snake Prudhomme?
Oh yeah, Don. Yep. He's a big hero. Yep, like I say, the guys that kind of did it back in the early days, I kind of have a lot of respect for them because they did it back there. They did it more for the passion, back then than what they do now. So
yeah, Shirley Chacha Muldowney.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad to see more women involved. I think that's really cool, and I'd like to, it's nice to have women involved. I'd like to see more of them.
Yeah. It's good to see all these kids doing the junior dragsters now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good. That was a good thing for them to do, and hopefully we can get, more people involved with it. So it's a good sport. I think it keeps kids out of trouble more. If we can keep them busy with stuff and keep them out of trouble, anything like that's good.
Now, have you ever ran the funny car against, like, say, a jet car or pro mod or anything that?
I haven't yet. I ran it against an altered. I do want to. That's one of my things. I'd love to run a jet car sometime, and pro mod. I think both those would be cool to run. So yeah, hopefully I can schedule a match race sometime with one of those.
Yeah, I was just watching a video the other day of jet dragster, the Terry Rosberg going against a pro mod. I think they both had the same time exact same time when they finished. But the pro mod won.
Yeah, I always think it's kind of cool to see the variety of things get together. Anything kind of different is kind of cool. So, I'm into that.
So you're working on you said you're working on the fuel altered right now, right?
Yeah, we're going to test it. Actually, we're getting ready to test it up at Martin Saturday. So it's a brand new body that's actually on the same Chi-Town Hustler chassis, motor combo, and everything like that. It's just got a top fuel wing, front and back, with a 1940 Ford altered body on it. So it's a cool piece. Looking forward to getting that out.
So the funny car is all ready to go already? You don't have to work on that one?
We did. We put some new tin in it. We redid the tin in it, and the body and paint guy is just going to go over and touch up a few areas and make it pretty again. But other than that, it's ready to go.
So the fuel altered, are you looking to get that out there this year?
Yeah, we've got a few of the shows are booked for that. At Martin, we'll have the fuel altered up there at Martin. And when we go to Grand Bend, Canada, we'll have the fuel altered there. So kind of about half and half. Half the shows we'll do with the altered, and half of them we'll do with the Chi-Town.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a good variety. It's kind of depends, some tracks, whatever the tracks are wanting or whatever they're needing, we kind of like to, make it available.
Yeah, you still get your nitromethane fix either way.
Yeah, as long as it's nitro, I'm good.
Yeah. So where can people find your schedule at? They got website, stuff like that?
Yeah, we're just getting ready to post the schedule. I've posted it on Detroit Martin. I posted it on there, and I'm getting ready to post it on I got a Facebook page for the Chi-Town Hustler, and we'll post the schedule on there. So either one of those places will get the schedule posted. Yeah,
I posted a link for the Chi-Town Hustler Facebook page onto the event page on Facebook so people can find it on there.
Yep, I'll get that. We were just kind of waiting on a couple details on a couple shows, and everything's kind of set pretty good right now, so we'll get that posted on there so people can follow us along.
Sounds good. So when you gonna have merchandise out at your events this year?
We'll probably I'll be getting some new some more Chi-Town Hustler shirts. We'll work on the altered shirts here eventually here as we get everything kind of worked out. But we'll have some Hustler shirts for sale at when we run the car, so we'll have those available.
No fan cards?
Yep, we've got fan cards.
So, you have any final words for all the fans out there?
Just just appreciate, man, the boys. We've always had a great following, great group of fans, and I've been very appreciative of them. And you know, our pit's always open there, so anytime you get to the track, we're there. You know, stop over, check out the car, you know, say hi, and any questions you got, we'll be glad to answer them. And any pictures, you know, just jump up there and take whatever pictures you want. So, yep, just always stop by and say hi.
Sounds good, Troy. Thank you very much for the time for the interview.
Yep, thank you very much. Enjoy the evening.
And maybe we'll try to get out to either Joliet or the Cordova if you're in fee up there.
Okay, sounds good.
You have a good night, Troy.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.